Welcome to another Demarcation Media Mega Construx review. This little ODST right here is the first ODST that I ever got. He wasn't the first figure that I ever got, but he was the first ODST. I got him in a big 50-pound lot that I got for 80 bucks off the Shop Goodwill site, and I was really excited to find him in the mix. I've done photos with him, and I just thought he was really cool. Actually, he came missing one of his shoulder armors, and the hunt for the shoulder armors is kind of what led me to find this community in the first place. I had some people help me out, and now he is complete. Basically, I think these Shark-Tooth ODSTs are pretty cool, and I collected every single one of them so I can show you guys all of them together in one video. I've been working towards this for a while, and I'm really excited to finally be able to look at all of them in one video because there was more than I actually thought at first. So let's go ahead and go grab the rest of them. So this video is going to be a weird mix of like comparison and review because I've got a handful of these guys. Poor little blue guy looks all alone right now. I have a handful that I have collected loose without their pod. Over time, I just kind of amassed them, and wait, I have one more. Where is he? Here he is. So I have all these guys without any pods. That's what we're going to be working with here. But I do have a sealed gold, a sealed black, a sealed white, and a not so sealed red. So the first thing we need to do is get these guys out of their pods. All right, here we go. So you guys have seen this packaging before because these pods, I don't know why I'm motioning with my knife. I need to stop that. These pods and this kind of packaging style is exactly what we saw on the canceled Alpha 9 drop pods. They were literally just this but reskinned. So you guys will probably recognize this, or some of you probably saw these in stores, which that would have been sick seeing these things just like hanging at the impulse buy section in the store. So cool. I unfortunately was in my mega sucks Lego good phase when these were out, so come on now. So yeah, I didn't ever get any of these out and about, but we've got our gold. Oh, look at that. We got the Halo brick. And then our figure is in here. We are going to have to build him. We got the instructions. Let's go ahead and open these two real quick. Oh, this is some stiff plastic. Pop the edges here. All right. Oh, we got another brick. This one is in like a gray. Toss that to the side. And then our figure is in here. And then we just need to free the white one. Ah, there we go. And get him out. Whoops. Oh yeah, he's got a brick as well. That's so cool. All right, so I'm going to build these guys, and then we are going to get all of these back together. Oh, look at them all. That's so cool. I've never seen them all together in one place like this. This is sick. So there's 8 of these guys total. We have 4 of the pods. We're going to get in, look at each figure up close. But before we do that, I want to give the pods and the extra bits a little closer examination. So as the name suggests, the drop pods were kind of the gimmick of this series. You get a colored pod with a figure and then a corresponding Halo display brick, which is honestly just awesome. I love that. So you get, with the gold, you get a gold one. The white one gets this kind of slightly silvery white. The black one gets this very dark gray, not great for display. And then the red gets an even less good. Holy moly, I can barely see that. But yeah, basically corresponding colors. These are just simply a shell that can pop in half. They aren't much good for actually, you know, making displays for ODSTs or whatnot, because they just don't, they have tons of molded detail but no painted detail. The newer pods did, but they still didn't have any moving parts. You can use them as storage containers. That's what they're made for. They're pretty good as storage containers. Or you could paint them up and put them in dioramas. So we got a white, a red, a black, and a gold. There are 4 others, like I said. Now, something I did want to try, you can make these weird dual color pods if you chose to. Now they kind of look like weird Egyptian coffins. The releases of these were, I believe, 3 waves. So this is 1 wave. The waves went 3 ODSTs and then an Elite. There were old Articulation ones, but I believe we only had 3 waves of new Articulation ones. So this is 2 waves. Now, interestingly enough, the date on these say they're both from 2015. So I'm like, they released 2 waves in 1 year. Maybe one of you more OG Mega fans can tell me a little bit more about that in the comments, because I'm a bit intrigued. But yeah, these are nice pieces of art. The green guy, he's not that green, but okay. But yeah, these are nice. I like these. It's just cool. I'm feeling a little hint of nostalgia, even though I was never around for these things. So we're going to start off with my first dude, the blue one. He comes in this all really nice flecked blue, looks really slick. He's got the shark teeth all around his head. Now the visor print is a little bit spotty. You can kind of see the line there where it's not quite all the way on. However, since it's blue on blue, kind of hard to tell that it's not super well printed. He comes with a black backpack, a SOCOM pistol, and he's got the glove finger hands too, which is really cool. My main complaint, and this is just my main complaint with most ODSTs Mega makes, the leg armor bumps a lot, so it makes it a little hard to pose with the hip area. But other than that, I think this guy is fantastic. The blue definitely stands out and looks really, really good. I just wish we had a red one to pair with him, but we didn't get a matching bright metallic red. Oh well. But this guy was a great way to start off. Going to copper next. This guy is much more toned down. This is a very rich color. Basically, it's metallic brown. He comes armed with a suppressed SMG, the old style, and he also has a backpack. Black is the secondary color, and then, of course, he's got those iconic shark teeth and a blue visor. I believe every single figure shares the blue visor and shark teeth, so that's kind of a cool note of consistency. And then he's got black print on his chest plate, which looks really nice, and then the legs are just, black, and then we got the copper. No extra print there. But yeah, very unique color. We don't get many figures in this color, so it's nice to see. The gold is essentially just a brighter version of what we just saw. However, he does have 2 major differences. He has the antenna head, that's Buck's head, I believe, and then he has a little strap around his ankle. That's pretty cool. This is very bright gold. It's honestly less metallic and a little bit more soft, like a muted metallic than I was expecting, but honestly, it looks really nice. It's almost more yellow. It's more solid than I'm used to seeing on gold. He comes armed with a gray DMR, and then he's got those shark teeth. And the visor on this dude is pretty nice, a little thin on some sides, but not bad. A little bit crooked on the chest plate print, though. Of course, I had to follow gold with silver. The silver and gold. No? Okay. Anyway, silver looks pretty nice. It's not the super shiny silver, or at least it doesn't appear to be, that Mega uses, although it's still got some nice gleam to it. He's got I believe that's Mickey's head with the light on there, although the light itself is not printed. He does have a blue visor. Now, I have 2 of these guys, and the one isn't in this video because I rubbed across his visor and part of it started coming off. So I guess that was an issue, that some of them just didn't get finished. There's I guess a couple layers that they have to do, and they just missed one. Chest plate is printed well. This guy gets 2 weapons. He gets a shotgun, but then he also gets a knife because he's got Buck's chest plate, which is pretty cool. I don't have a backpack on him. I don't know if he came with a backpack or not, but I did get this guy used, so maybe he did, maybe he didn't. But yeah, the knife chest plate is rather rare, and so it's really cool to see. Apparently, you call in the white guy if you need something destroyed, because he comes packing a Spanker rocket launcher. That's a hefty thing to carry in a pod, although we know it can be done because Chief did it. This guy is in just a very flat, slightly marbled white, not the cookies and cream white. He's got gray as his secondary color and gray print on the chest plate. Blue visor, and of course he's got the shark teeth. They're printed okay. He's got a little bit of blue splatter up there. No backpack, and I did just open this guy up so we know he just didn't get a backpack. And this guy suffers from the arm does not peg into other part of arm problem. Although that's an easy fix. You heat that up with a hair dryer, plug it in, you're good to go. Not the most useful color ever. I kind of say that with most of the white stuff, Arctic stuff, you're just kind of limited with them. But it's not bad. If you want an Arctic setup, this is the guy you're going to need. So initially, I thought that there was just one black ODST. And then I found out there's actually not. There's actually a green and a black. However, this green is so freaking dark that you can barely see that it's green at all. This is the same green that the Halo 5 Master Chief from the Gauss Hog has. It's just so dark. And then his secondary color is black, so he just kind of looks like slightly metallic black. The visor pops really nice against this green though. He's got a little bit of print on the chest plate, but you can barely see it. He gets the finger gloves. I don't know if he came with a backpack or not. This guy was one that I got used. And he comes armed with a splazer. It's the old style of splazer, and it just looks kind of crummy. Ugh. Other than that, though, it's a really intriguing color scheme, and it's one that makes me kind of keep looking at him like, is that the green one? Is that the black one? Is it not? I don't know. Very strange. But they didn't use this color very much after that. I think it was Chief and this guy, and then I think that was it. So here's the real black ODST, and you can tell that it's the black ODST because he has gray as his secondary color, which I think was pretty smart. His chest plate has a little bit of like that silvery gray print. Again, the blue visor, the shark teeth stand out really nice, and then he's got some slightly darker toned skin. He's got a saw, which is sick. We don't usually see ODSTs using a saw. And then he did not come with a backpack, but this dude, the black color scheme, really, really useful. Very Spec Ops. Not the Spec Ops green for the visor, but the rest of it's very Spec Ops. So I think that's pretty sick. Overall, very, very useful figure. And the last one is the Maroon ODST. This guy has two huge differences here, other than the color. He's got Buck's head again, and he's got this special shoulder pad on both sides, which is really cool. He's the only one that gets different shoulders. The gray and the red is a really nice pairing. I think this is just so good. Also, he's got really dark skin. I think that's really cool. That makes him just kind of stand out even more from the rest, which is great. He comes armed with a sniper rifle in gray. The face print or the head print is fine. There's kind of like a missed spot of paint, so it's not the best ever. Also, Buck's helmet mold tends to bump the shoulders a lot, so it's hard to pose it. He also came with a rather malformed forearm, so I'm going to have to fix that. But I do really, really like this. This is such a good color scheme. So there we go, all 8. I originally thought that there was less, like I said, but no, there is a full 8. So now comes the time that we need to rank these guys. Oh, dude, come on. Don't do this to me. Stand up. We need to rank them. Worst. Which one's the worst? Which one's the best? Starting off the list, I think I have to put the black one, because the black one is just so incredibly useful. It fits in with pretty much any squad. It's very Spec Ops, ready for pretty much any environment. He's got to go on the top of the list. Plus, he's got a saw. Second place will be this guy. This is a little bit more personal bias just because I really like red, but also he's got those special shoulders, and that just makes him really interesting. He's got a different skin tone, so he gets the next spot. Honestly, in the third spot, I have to put the gold. He just is a nice looking ODST. I don't know why, but he just looks really good. Copper will go next because the copper is just a nice color. Green goes after that. Only reason I don't put green higher is because of his weapon. I just think, I don't know, the weapon needed work. Blue, because blue looks really good. He feels very classic. And then we'll put silver. He's rather bright, but it's useful. And then last and least, but that's not really saying much since all of these are so good, we'll put the white at the end. So that is how I would rank these figures all together. Let me know down in the comments, how would you rank these guys? Well, there you have it. That is every single metallic drop pod ODST in new articulation. Like I said, there's a bunch in old articulation. I'll get to those eventually. For now though, here's what I want to know. You have a mission to assassinate a high value target in the Covenant, deep in a jungle. Which two of these ODSTs are you taking on the mission with you? And which ones of these do you have in your collection? Which one is your favorite? Which one would you like to get? Which one do you think is the worst? These range from pretty easy to get to fairly rare. The gold and the red tend to be a little bit more rare, but you can find the blue fairly often. I see the silver fairly often. So they're pretty neat. I would have loved to see this line continue. I would have loved to see a more normal red, a purple, a gray, a more light green. There's a lot of opportunities for expansion here. And this makes me even more sad that the Alpha 9 pods were canceled. Because yeah, these pods are kind of like not useful, but at the same time, they are nice containers and they're nice little impulse buy sets. The consistency of design across all of these guys is great. It makes them look like all one team and one unit despite being all different colors. So this, I think, was a success on Mega's part way back in 2015. And I think it's really cool getting to see all of them together right here. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. And I'll see you next time.